Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how I was able to lose 25 pounds. So this is the before photo and this is the after photo, what I currently look like. I'm going to be talking about how I was able to find the dedication and the discipline and being able to lose the 25 pounds. Obviously I wasn't obese, I wasn't like really overweight, but I was overweight and I was very unhealthy, and now I've gotten to the point where I am very healthy. I'm at a really good weight, and now I'm wanting to maintain what I look like now, maybe to enhance a little bit, get a little bit more tightness around my body and just overall tone. But I wanted to talk about how I was able to lose the 25 pounds. I want to start off by saying that I am not a medical expert. I do not have a certification in personal training or being a nutritionist. So just keep that in mind. This is what has worked for me, and also just hours of research on proper diet, proper exercise, and so on. What might work for me might work for you, but it also might not work for you. But let's get into it. You probably have heard this saying a little too often, and you're probably tired of hearing it, but I'm going to say it because it is 100% true. Abs are made in the kitchen. It is very true, and I'll explain why. People will be online saying, oh, I eat whatever I want, I just exercise and I still maintain my healthy weight, I look great, I'm skinny, and just keeps going. But the thing is, eventually your metabolism, most of these people, their metabolism is great and it's running properly. But as time goes on and as they get older, their metabolism is not going to work as well. And then their diet will play a part in them gaining the weight, and they're not going to be as healthy as they once were. My point is, you can exercise as hard as you want, as often as you want, and eat like crap, you're still not going to be able to lose the weight. Maybe you will, but it's very little and it's a very slow process. If you want to be able to lose the weight properly in the best way possible and in a timely manner, I'd recommend you cleaning up your diet. How I was able to lose the weight was me cutting out eating out all the time. So I stopped eating out and I started learning how to cook at home. And I ended up purchasing a few cookbooks, Korean cookbooks, and I watched YouTube videos on how to cook these products and how to prepare a meal that is good for me. I did not go on any sort of special diet like a keto diet, paleo, and all those other crazy diets out there. I did whole foods, non-processed. So I made sure that I cooked a lot of my meals. I made sure that I didn't buy canned foods because it's very processed, it's highly processed, and I cut out sugar and most of gluten products. So an example is white bread. I ended up buying whole grain bread, and it's a lot better on my stomach because I'm allergic to gluten, and I'm able to eat small portions of whole grain. It's Ezekiel bread. I don't know if you have ever heard of it. You should probably look into it if you are sensitive to gluten, but it doesn't bother me as much. So I was okay with eating the Ezekiel bread, the whole grain bread, but I cut out all sugar. If you're a sweet tooth and you need something sweet right in the moment and you want to put some stuff in your coffee, because I like black coffee, but if you need to put a little bit of sweetener in it, just a few drops of stevia will get you by. The first couple weeks of doing the cooking and not eating out, doing whole foods, non-processed, it was very hard. The first couple weeks, it was rough, and I was craving donuts like crazy. I was craving fast food like crazy, and I stuck to it. I was like, you know what? No, don't do anything. Don't eat out. You're gonna regret it if you do. And so I stuck to it. After the first couple weeks, I was completely fine. I got used to this lifestyle. I stopped craving junk food, and I started to enjoy cooking. I got to learn how to do Korean dishes. I learned how to make sushi. It was a lot of fun. And the thing is, like, it's hard to find the time to cook certain foods, but I'm telling you, it's worth it because you save money for one thing, but you also are able to enjoy the food that you're able to cook. You're like, wow, I got to make this. I learned how to make this, and it's good skills to have. I talked to a few people and some of them don't even know how to cook, and I'm just like, you should probably learn how to cook, because for one thing, you'll save a lot of money, but two, it's a nice skill to have. And I noticed a huge change with my mind. Like, I stopped being so irritable. I was able to be right on top of my chores. I was able to think more clearly. And another thing that improved was my joint pain. I do have some really bad sciatica, and it dimmed down a lot. I obviously still have it. It's never going to go away, but it dimmed down. And another thing was my body. I was able to see that I was not as bloated. I didn't have a lot of water weight on me, and I was able to do exercises and not hurt while I was doing them. I obviously don't powerlift anymore. That's completely behind me, but I do calisthenics, and I do very, very light bodybuilding style sort of exercises. But my body changed so much within a few weeks, and I started to lose weight like really fast. And I think I was able to drop the 25 pounds within 4 to 5 months. And usually you hear of people being able to do that sort of thing within a year, but when you're very dedicated, disciplined, in a very healthy diet lifestyle, and you're doing the cardio at the gym, running, so forth, you're able to ramp up the process in losing the weight. This was also around the time where I stopped taking pre-workout and I stopped taking creatine. I stopped all supplements just so I can see how I was able to do this in the most natural way possible. And I don't necessarily like pre-workout because it gives me really bad anxiety, and I wanted to be able to rely on my own energy to exercise and get through the day. And with creatine, it's very harsh on the liver, especially if you don't drink as much water. But even if you do drink a lot of water, your creatine levels are going to be really high if you do blood work. And my creatine levels have been high for the past, I'd say, year now, 2 years, something like that. And that's just because I was taking creatine back then. So I am not selling you any products. This is just me telling you what you need to do with your diet, your lifestyle. Don't look into fat burners. Don't look into, oh my God, this new tea is gonna help me lose weight. No, it's all fake, okay? They're just trying to sell you products. I'm not trying to sell you products. I'm just trying to give you the tools that you need in order to live a healthy lifestyle and lose the weight that you want to lose. But another key factor in losing the weight and just having a healthy heart, healthy mind, healthy body, cardio, running, cycling, walking even, just doing 3 times a week. I did 20 minutes of cardio, and my lifestyle improved with that as well. And I do enjoy running now. I hated it in the beginning. I was struggling. I was struggling to go up hills. I was struggling to go down hills. I was just struggling overall in how I was running. And now that I'm used to it, I love running, and I run around my neighborhood all the time. I run with my dog. It's been a huge lifestyle change, that is for sure. Another thing that I wanted to point out was I didn't track any of my macros. I didn't count calories. I just ate whenever I needed to eat, whenever I was hungry. So usually that was about like 2 to 3 meals a day, and I barely snacked. And if you are dedicated into doing the macro counting and so on, like, you can do that all you want, but I didn't need to do it. And that was just because I was cooking healthy meals at home, and I didn't need to worry about how much food I was eating because I was eating healthy food. Now, it's different if you are wanting to do a bodybuilding show, but I'm not. I thought I wanted to, but my body is not capable of it. My body has been through too much with powerlifting and a intense bodybuilding lifestyle a while back, and that's just not for me anymore. I just want to maintain and be healthy as much as I can be. And yeah, so now I'm here to give you the tools that you need if you want to lose the weight. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe and keep up with my latest videos. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. But anywho, I'll see y'all later. Bye.